the cries had went up to the Lord of the wickedness that was done in the earth. Really in that city. Amen. And a servant of the Lord was pleading with God. And he was basically asking him, shall the righteous be punished with the wicked? Somebody say amen. So as he began to plead on with God, although Abraham had a heart to save people, whether they was right or wrong, he went to battle for them. Somebody say amen. Anybody ever went to battle for you? Now, if God hadn't completely destroyed you or your life or everything that you have done, then that means somebody is going to bat. Look at your neighbor and say, you. That means somebody is praying and pleading with God on your behalf. You may not know it. You may not have seen him doing it. But the evidence is that you're still here. Amen. Now, in that text, he went from 50 all the way down to 10 in this great city of wickedness. Somebody say it was wicked. There was all sorts of things going on in that city. There was men sleeping with men. There was, whew, my God. Everything that they done was an abomination to the Lord. Amen. Let's go on to verse 19. Give me another reader. Hold it. Is that Genesis 19, chapter 19?
Oh, chapter 19.
Yes, ma'am.
And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat at the gate,
of Sodom. Amen.
And by seeing they rose up to meet them. And he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, behold now, my lords, turn in. I pray you into the servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned unto him, and entered his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread. They did eat.
Hold it right there for a minute. Keep your finger right there. Right after the outcry had went so great unto the Lord, God sent two angels to simply go down and see the wickedness that was going on. See, unlike today, God ain't got to send no angel down because they say his eyes are everywhere. Amen? Have you heard him say the eyes of the Lord are everywhere? But when we are behind the scene, trying to see, we peeping and we ducking and we dodging and we texting and we're doing all kind of manners of evil. We forget. Man may not see you. Pastor may not see you. But God sees all. Somebody say amen. So, what I'm trying to say, I want to use for one of my topics. You can run, you can run, you can run. But there's no hiding place. See, the wicked of that city had went so great unto God. The outcry was so great that he simply had to do something about it. But see, the people in the city were so blind. They were so caught up in what they was doing, they didn't reverence God. Basically, like they were saying, there ain't no God. He can't do nothing to me. They were saying, we got it going on. Anybody ever been there? Woo. So he sent these two angels down to this city. Now don't forget, this was a great city now. Sodom was a great city. It was just wicked. Amen? And as they entered into the city, they came for one thing. They had a mission. The mission was, these people are simply going to have to pay for what they're doing. Somebody said, oh, whoa. See, they had their own little gods they were serving, but the gods they were serving wasn't the same God that we know today. God of fornication, homosexuality, indecency. I can go on. I can name a whole bunch of them. I'm going to just say they had a God of wickedness that they were serving. It was so bad that when God sent his angels down, the host, God's servant, said, come into my house. See, he was trying to save the city still. Because little did the angels know, well, they knew, because they just like God, they know everything too. But as they began to come into the city, like he begged them, he said, come on into my house. He tried to feed them and get their mind off of what they was come down to do for God. But the people were so wicked, and let's read on. I don't want to get too ahead of myself.
This night, bring them out unto us, that we may know them.
Hold it right there. It said, let me read this verse. It said, the men of the city, the men of Sodom, both young and old, all the people to the last man, surrounded the house. So that means the whole city was wicked. And they knew it was some fresh meat in the house. It said young and old. Everybody was doing their thing. There was no respect of person. And they pressed against the front door. You ever been around somebody that prey on people? They see fresh meat coming in and they say, oh yes, my time there. And the intention is to deceive them and pull them in the same wickedness that they're already in. Somebody say amen. In that story, the men, young and old, the whole city said, bring these angels. They didn't know they was angels. All they knew they was some fresh meat. Now this is the sad part about it. These are men after men. Somebody say, oh my God. It even gets worse than that. After they pressed him and said, bring him out so we can have relations with him. Lot said, look, I got two beautiful young virgins in the house. Let me send them out. They simply said, no, we don't want that. Oh my God. They didn't want nothing pure. They was defiled, they was trying to defile something else. Somebody say amen.